Jake, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you, Richard.
Give us an update just on what you're seeing in the market in Poland and particularly the office market.
Well, I think that Poland itself has been very resilient in its business continuity and indeed in terms of delivery. And I think that that's sort of raised awareness to the FDI sector. And I think that there's now, quite a lot of companies which are looking for a destination which is much more westernised, where the difference between office working and home working, or maybe a shift to sort of more hybrid solutions, might be sort of easier to accomplish than, say, India or Malaysia. Reports from agencies in Warsaw have said that they're quite surprised that the business downturn, the market downturn, has not been as negative as they originally thought. Deals are still happening, and cross-border capital is still looking for a home in the country. So overall, the feeling is, rather optimistic.
And if we're drilling down to a city level, what's the position where you are in Gdansk?
Gdansk itself has seen a major influx of people moving to the area from other locations within Poland. And I think that that's really strongly connected to its location by the sea. I think that health and well-being is now in the forefront of people's thinking, and so that has attracted, a new demographic here, and I think that that's also brought with it interest from the FDI sector. Certainly, we are not as popular as we were in the past. We had a really big success over a period of 5 or 6 years with many companies coming into the area. So there's certainly room for more deals to happen. But I think that the unemployment levels that were originally a disadvantage are maybe not so much of a factor now. So I do see Gdansk, being strong in the immediate future once we maybe get over this challenge of general uncertainty.
And Jake, you're obviously the owner and manager of a business centre. So how have you had to react to the pandemic?
Olivia is a big project, and I think that we've been able to utilise its size and its scale quite effectively. Certainly in terms of social distancing, we've been able to demarc different places, different exits, different entrances, and certain sort of basics nowadays like hand sanitizer, masks and gloves have been made readily available from the very beginning. On a larger scale, we've had to invest in a lot of technology to upgrade our HVAC systems, and I'm very proud of the team as a whole. I think that they've worked incredibly well. We've always had a very good relationship with our residents, and we've always strived to have a good platform in which we can actually share knowledge and put ideas to them and get their feedback. And just create much more of an open collaboration for us to kind of share and make each other comfortable. And I think relying on our strengths. Luckily, Olivia is a healthy project in terms of its finances. And we have some very, very big brands here, some of the biggest names in the world. So that's been a very good support model.
And this is obviously a challenge in terms of planning. What's the timeline you're looking at for the current situation? You're looking 6 months, a year, 2 years. What's your sense of that?
It's still a guessing game, and I think that we know that very well. I think we're quite bored of hearing the same thing over and over again, and various sources are always saying different things. One of the most common opinions is that the market will be in some form of uncertainty for the next 2 years, and that's what we prepare for. Thankfully, Olivia continues to grow, but of course we take things step by step on a daily basis, but hopefully we'll come through this stronger and wiser than before.
Thanks very much for joining us from Gdansk, Jake, and sharing your views.
Thank you very much.